we're still in the Villages. We've been riding around all day and never left the place. And this is the recreation center, one of many. And we're gonna go take a quick tour. Place.
So in the regional centers, you're going to have meeting rooms.
What's that room for? Meeting?
Meeting rooms, yeah.
Okay.
You're going to have craft areas. Today there's glass fusion at 9 o'clock. I don't know what that is at 1:30. Woodwork, pottery, glass fusion, a little bit of everything. You'll see sketches. This is our newest center, so there's not a bunch of artwork in here yet. You go to one that's a little bit older, it's going to be full of paintings. Good call.
Okay. We're gonna go look at some models now. F-E-N-N-E-Y, okay.
Show you something real quick. Now this one is an iris that's all kicked up with a pool and all that, so just ignore that piece of this, okay? But I'm going to show you a basic floor plan of an iris. How's that?
Sounds good.
And then we're going to go on down the street here. Well, you want to be able to bail. And iris floor plan is about 1,950 square feet.
Okay.
Okay. It's a nice open floor plan. We have a version of the iris that has a wall right here with an archway, and on the other side of the wall there's a cabinet. Mm-hmm. This is the open version.
Oh, gas.
Okay. Mm-hmm. This is more spacious looking.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This has the breakfast nook off the back. Down here, you're going to spend a tremendous amount of time on your lanai.
Yeah, well, we have a sunroom on our house,
Okay.
so we live there.
Yeah, because the weather's really.
All the way,
I mean,
every season.
yeah, we live on our lanai.
Yeah.
I cook there. We hang out there. It's part of our living space.
Right.
So this home is real convenient because
Yeah, I see they got an outside bar there and a refrigerator
your
and whatever.
kitchen area is to the rear, your nook is to the rear. So move it when you move food in and out,
Yeah.
and when you entertain, it just it flows better. Okay.
Definitely.
And then the master's in the back, and the guest suites are up front.
Oh my God.
Okay, is this the master?
No,
No?
this is just a minor bedroom.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because we have that peer group.
I know, I go around.
Oh, it goes around?
Yeah,
Oh my.
yeah.
I think the shower's bigger than ours. This is what, a queen size or a king size?
King.
Could probably make it.
Yeah, it would.
Okay. And then let's go out. And this is the house I was telling you about. It gets you that standard.
Oh, look at that, it's got a pool too.
Yeah, this one's all loaded up with a pool and the water and all that stuff. You know,
Do many people really go for pools down here?
a lot of folks do. Or
This is just a lap pool.
Yeah, you just go in there and cool off, period.
No, I can say.
Oh, they got a pit. I can handle this. How many square feet again?
about 1950 under air.
Price?
You sent me one of the irises that didn't have a pool and went on water and stuff. It was what? Right at 300?
I don't remember. I looked
Yeah,
at so many.
yeah. There's irises out there, 285. You start loading them up, putting the pool on them in summer kitchen and a view home site, they get pricey. But what you've been looking at, if an iris is your floor plan, you're good to go. Because I'm going to be able to find you an iris that is going to fit real
I
well.
like this.
Yeah, it's nice.
This is even better than.
I think that this is going to get overcrowded.
No, No, because what they do is they put enough space in green areas, in recreation areas, where it doesn't matter whether you're in the south end or you're in the north end. You've got all of the support things, like there's an eye center right there. That's brand spanking new. That wasn't there a year ago. You got retail down here. You have shopping down here. And that will continue to be how we develop, because that's what the family wants you to have, is your ability to quickly get to a store that's convenient, or go to a restaurant, or fill the car up, you know, and not be stuck out in the middle of nowhere where, you know, well, shame you didn't buy 10 years ago, everything was closed, you know what I mean? So they just keep building the way they've always built, which is almost like, if you think of it this way, because this is kind of how I wrap my head around it. Fenny, that's almost like they just started a new development that they're going to replicate like this, you know what I mean? So it's just a growth, it's a natural progression of growth, where we do all of that retail space, we do all the commercial space, we do all the support things, because if we didn't do that, who'd want to buy it?
All right, John, this is close, but no cigar. Unusual to do. Not unusual to have fun with anyone. If I see you hanging around anyone. Not unusual, see me cry. Not unusual to go out with someone. When I see you out and about, it's such a crime. If you should ever want to be the right one, it's not unusual, it happens every day. No matter what they say, you know it happens all the time. Nothing ever do what you want it to. Can't this crazy love be mine?
My name is Daryl, and I'll be your trolley driver. That is for the next 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. I grew up in upstate New York, around Rochester in the Finger Lakes area. You know, it was over 20 years ago that me and my wife were bringing retirees down to Florida in the middle of January when it's cold. Came down here, fell in love with it, and been here since. You know, at the time, I was 55 years of age and older. Of course, I am now. And I look forward to living the lifestyle that you foresee in the near future. So sit back, relax, enjoy the tour. And should you have any questions about the villages, myself and Sharon will do our best to answer any key questions about key locations here and around the villages. You know, one of the Robbie hosts said, well, you don't look 55 years of age and older. And I said, well, I exercise, I eat right, and I take Geritol every day.
Good advertisement.
All right.
Well, hi, I got to talk with some of you in there. My name is Sharon. Now, I'm originally from Pennsylvania. My husband had a job transfer down to South Carolina, so we lived there a few years, and he retired before me. Oh, that was not good.
I understand perfectly.
In that time, we both realized we didn't want to sit on the front porch or the back deck. We wanted to be able to be out and about year-round. And through all of our research and traveling here and there, we found the villages. And we also found a lifestyle that we never expected to be able to enjoy when we retired. So we are now on permanent vacation, 6.5 years.
Outstanding.
So welcome. I will anyone with on the aisle seat. If you'll put the armrest down, it'll be more comfortable and you won't fall out if Darren takes Daryl's tour. So I brought my notes along to make sure I tell you the right thing. But today, on the tour, we're going to be sharing about the family and how they've planned the community and the imagination they had in planning these communities. Brownwood was established in 2012. All right, but story has it for their fictitious history, their background on Brownwood. Well, it all started when in 1840s when K.O. Atlas owned a ranch here, and he had a barn, a dog trot cabin, a corral. All right, now they're all still in the center of our square, but William Brown is the one. He purchased what was a ranch from K.O. Atlas, and after he purchased it, that's when it kind of took off, because he built a general store, a church, a school. He got a boarding house. He even had a blacksmith and freight company here. And through all of that, people were definitely attracted to the area. So new residences started to spring up all over, because now they had activity. They had stuff locally that they could get to. You have the dog trot cabin there on the square. Nowadays, the front porch, that's where the entertainers set up every night. And of course, you're dancing in the corral. All right. And of course, this is Brownwood. And you have shops, restaurants, movie theater, and free entertainment every night. That's Florida Cattle Town. And I don't know if you've walked around and read any of those little plaques at the buildings. All three town squares have their fictitious history. Spanish Springs, your Lake Sumter Landing. So if you're reading those plaques on the buildings or on posts by the buildings, do remember they're fake. I walked around Lake Sumter. I read them all. And I was very impressed. Until someone finally said, "Sharon, you do know they're fake." I said, "No." But the family is amazing. We all know they have a planned community, and it's all set up around lifestyle. And it's for the retired people. I mean, we now have time to do stuff that before we thought we'd like to do, but didn't have the time. Now, we are known as a golf cart community, so we have a golf cart. Ooh, look at that red one. Ooh, like that. Ah. You have gas or electric, it's whatever your preference is. They have their own maintenance area and gas station fill up, or you can use any of the other gas stations that are out there. Can rent them daily, weekly, or monthly. Okay, but when you purchase one, oh, that's when you can have some fun, because that's when we customize them. All right, there's a lady friend of mine, she loves 57 Chevys. Her golf cart looks like a 57 Chevy. In fact, they have so many of the, they formed the village's 57 Chevy Golf Car Club. Yes, they did. You'll celebrate every holiday and festival you can possibly think of, even a few you never heard of, but you'll help celebrate them. And we will decorate our golf carts. You just give us a holiday and we decorate them, but Christmas is the big one. I mean, we even have a Christmas parade. Yes, hundreds of golf carts. You have floats from the different clubs that are here. You have stilt walkers, clowns, you have the fire company, you have Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus. Yes, you have it all. But those of us that do not participate in the parade, we park our golf carts along the parade route. And guess what we do? We tailgate while we watch the parade with our golf carts. So it's always something going on, always fun. Those are my two words, fun and amazing. You'll hear me say them a lot as I talk about the villages, but those are my two words. Are there any veterans on the trolley? Oh, awesome. Thank you for your time and your service, all of you. Thank you so much. Well, we're turning into the Eisenhower Regional Recreation Center. This recreation center was actually built to honor the veterans. You have a flagpole in the front courtyard there, and if you walk around that, you will see the emblem of every branch of the armed forces. When you walk inside, well, you just kind of catch your breath when you walk through those doors. It's absolutely, it's more like a museum than a recreation hall in there. And yet you have clubs and all the different activities going on. But most of the items in there have been donated by families that live here. And when you see a mannequin dressed in uniform, please know that the family that donated that uniform was given a special day and a special time that they could go in and dress that mannequin.
Oh, nice.
Okay, you'll have large rooms in there. You can go, Daryl, thank you. You'll have large multi-purpose rooms in there. There are 10 regional recreation centers, and all of them have a different decor theme. This one honors the veterans. I'm very proud of how they honor the veterans here in the villages. In fact, they also have a veterans memorial garden up around Spanish Springs where they'll hold ceremonies. And they also have a VA clinic. We got volleyball going on. But anyway, the VA clinic is in the northern part of the villages. This is what we call a sports pool, okay? A purpose pool, okay? You're welcome to stand up with the trolley stopped so you can kind of see what it looks like. They're playing water volleyball. Now, you can swim laps in there. They're Olympic size, so you can swim laps. You can do water exercising in there, like water aerobics, water Zumba. It's benches that are there. No lounge chairs. You're not going there to just sit around the pool and chit-chat. You're going there to do something with a purpose. And when you're done, well, then you can go to one of our other 2-3 pools that we have. And we'll point them out as we go on the tour and go into more detail for them. But this is awesome. They were playing it. That's for platform tennis or paddleball, some know it. It's played a lot like your racquetball indoors. Platform tennis, it got its name because up in the north, they built a platform and had heaters underneath to melt the snow and ice so the people could play. Now here, of course, you have that softer macadam-like material to be able to play on. And these are pickleball courts. Anybody know about pickleball? Oh, all right. Now, there are buildings here. In fact, I think the one is in the side here. And they will have all the equipment in there for all of the outdoor activities. You go out and buy your own paddle that fits better in your hand, a little more lightweight. And of course, they supply the wiffle balls. Okay? Now, this is what you'll hear. They're playing pickleball. Now, pickleball has the same rules as your ping pong or table tennis. All right, the court size is about 1/3 the size of a tennis court, and then you have the low tennis net. So it is pretty fast paced, but it is a lot of fun. And if you don't know how to play any of these games, there's lessons, free lessons. Now pickleball has 101, 102, and 103. Now you're all set, you know? Okay, Daryl, we're all set. Besides having the equipment in those buildings, little outbuildings here, they also have printed instructions on how to play the game, like shuffleboard or bocce. Weights, all of the different. And by just being a resident, doesn't matter if you golf or not. Just being a village resident, you're automatically a member of all 12 country clubs. That means you go in, enjoy a great meal, socialize, enjoy their entertainment. When it's time to leave, you pay the tab and there's no extra fee.
Wow.
These are designer style homes. This is another neighborhood recreation center, your adult pool. This is known as LaBelle South, and this is LaBelle North. Now this area in here is completely built out, LaBelle North and LaBelle South. So you would have some great choices on either pre-owned, pre-loved houses, or brand new home, just waiting for somebody to call it their home. Go over into Fruitland Park, Leesburg, to the indoor shooting ranges.
Any
Up in
competition?
Ocala, some do competition, but you can do it just for fun. And down in Tampa, it's called Shooter's World, and so they kept talking to them, and so Shooter's World checked it out because they had all these busloads of people coming down to them to use their range down there. So yes, it was just in the paper, I believe today, and it was announced about 2 weeks ago by the developer, by Mr. Morse, that Shooter's World will be coming here. They will be building somewhere around 44A and Powell Road. It will be golf cart accessible. And residents, and actually the members of the Straight Shooters Club and residents will have priority when it comes to going in there and shooting. So I'm totally excited about it. So please come into the lobby. I would love to introduce you to one of our experts. Now I know we have some lifestyle preview guests on here. They already have their representatives, and I trust you will work them hard. Go out and look at those model homes. Go and look inside those recreation centers. For those of you that don't have a representative, we've got, I mean, they are amazing. They all are very amazing. So
we'll go sit in the lanai, sipping a little wine. Got any cheese to go with that?
No.
No quackers?
No.
Okay, we
Potato
got dip.
chips.
Huh?
Potato chips and dip.
Yeah, that'll do. That's good enough. We'll lie a little. Oh, we can steal the cheese that we got in the thing. Oh, that's Swiss cheese though, isn't it?
Yeah.
No quackers. Okay. Do we have wine glasses?
Yes.
Son of a gun. I don't believe it. There we go. Dessert. Hey. How's dessert?
Excellent.
Okay, just checking.
Cheers.
Cheers. So we're off to lunch to meet an old friend, Colonel Bob Henry. Okay, at the lighthouse. We're going by golf cart. It's the best way to get around here. You really don't need a car. So I'm just going to give you a little preview of the area as we're driving along, bits and pieces. All right, let's turn this off for the moment. We're going through an underpass. They have this really well laid out. Oh. Okay. The golf cart roadways parallel the regular traffic, and they can only do maximum of 20 miles an hour here. That's the speed limit. So, but if you're driving on the regular roadway, you do normal traffic speed. Okay.
You can't drive on the roadway with a
Yeah, right. The carts can't go on the roadway. Okay, like in front of us. All right, so we're on the cart and we're doing our thing, heading out. What's the name of the place we're going to?
The Lighthouse Point.
That's it, Lighthouse Point. Okay, Lighthouse Point Bar and Grill, finally. Ta-da! That's the lighthouse. Not exactly Montauk Point, but it's a lighthouse. All right, let's go find our guest. Wow. I can handle this. This is my kind of lifestyle right here. To have lunch. This place is amazing. This is the sales office. Wow. Okay, there you have it.
There you go. That's how good they are.
Pretty woman.
Tablecloths and red wine. We've been planning this night, looking forward to it for some time. Now, honey, I know you love getting dressed up, and you know I love showing you off, watching those baby blue eyes dancing in the candlelight glow. All I could think about was getting you home, walking through the fun.